Hello. So this should be the last part to install your front suspension or front legs of your motorbike. Let me explain what I'm doing. First of all, I had the wrong dust caps. Now I have the right ones, new. And I also installed them with a little bit of Teflon grease. Oh shit. I need a rubber hammer. Never use a steel hammer. Never. Because you will damage your front leg. I told you, no air inside, no air pressure. Almost to the end, clean it off. So that looks fine to me. This one is almost finished. Now the other one. That's my telephone. It's new, clean. I give it some grease, Teflon grease. So never use a steel hammer. There is no air inside. So, of no oil inside. This looks very nice to me. I used the original springs because I want to have a longer way of traveling from, how do I say that? I want a long suspension travel moment and not a short one and then to be firm. I want it all the way up. And now I'm going to do something what's not in the books. First of all, I have to place the spring element on a good place there, like that. Let me see if you can follow me. Oh yeah. Take out the little bolt at the bottom. I put a special tool in place. This you can buy at your drugstore or apotheke or pharmacy. It's not expensive, it's very cheap. It's about 80 cents or something like that. Yeah. Okay. I checked up in the books. I have a gl500 front leg and it says here there's to the right and the left no difference, so I used for the both front legs 210cc, but I'm not happy with that. I want to have more spring power at the end. So what I'm going to do, 210cc, oh shit, always the first one is not going very well, so that's the first 50cc. Press it in. The top of the spring element or the front leg is open at the moment, so I can press the air out. Then the oil is flowing into the front leg without no problems. If I'm correct, I should be having 200cc inside this front suspension leg. That is this type of oil, ATF D2 of ATF olie number 2. It's a common used oil in automatic transmission, and it has the thickness of SA10. 10 is the thickness, but I need a little bit more thicker, so I use engine oil, common engine oil, and I use a little bit more because 210 cc is needed, but I'm giving it a little bit more. Now I have 250 cc, and I want to put another 15 cc to it. 265. So I have a little bit more oil in this front leg, so the air chamber on top of it by the spring is smaller. And when the oil is a little bit thicker, it will give more resistance with the valve inside. That's the little cap inside. So okay, let's feel. The first time when it is used, it won't work any very well. Yeah. Yeah. So when I'm having this closed, that's fine. Remember, it's not one leg you're using, both legs you are using. And remember, the top of the oil chamber is air. So I put a lot more oil inside, and remember there is a coil, spring coil inside. There's also needed some space, so the air chamber is very small, and I filled it up with more oil. So the oil is going higher and higher, and when the spring is compressed, the inside air chamber is also smaller. So that's why I use more oil inside. Okay, let's do it again. This one is ready. Also this one. So let's do it again. 200 cc automatic transmission fluid. Don't worry, you don't buy the wrong one, because they are all great and good. Buy the cheapest one. That's 50 cc. 100 cc. 150. 200. So 200 cc of ATF, and then 1040 engine oil, common engine oil, and that's a little bit thicker. You can see it, you can feel it, and I go up to 265 cc of oil inside those springs. That will be a lot cheaper than using new springs, because the new springs didn't give me what I want. I want a gentle shock absorber, and at the end, at the very end, it has to resist my very strong braking. What I mean with braking is when you hit your brakes at the front of the engine of the motorbike, the whole motorbike will tip to the front. So that's why I use more oil inside to keep the pressure on the front spring, so I can brake harder. the first motion is not working. The oil has to go. Yeah, it's now on the top of it. So it worked its way up. Now it's ready. 2 front pipes finished. Okay. Thanks for watching. When you have some questions, don't worry, email me, don't phone me. I don't like that. So, now I have got 2 good suspensions legs in front of my Honda gl500. Now I can race with the damn engine. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.